Hi everyone, how are you all doing? This is Pravindore from Dice University, and in today's video we are going to see the introduction to Admachine push traffic network tutorial. Let's go! Welcome everybody to today's video on the introduction of Admachine push traffic network tutorial or review. So the Admachine is also a push traffic network, but there is something very special regarding the Admachine itself, because it's not only a push traffic network, it is actually an ad exchange as well. So that's why they call the Admachine an online advertising platform, which can work as an ad exchange as well as an ad network. So regarding the ad exchange, with Admachine you can actually build your own customized network with their own white label solution, because Admachine is 100% a SaaS product, which means all you need is just to get a domain to start, since everything is in cloud. But that's a totally different function. We are not going to go into depth regarding that particular function. We are going to go into the function where the Admachine performs as an ad network. So advertisers can actually go ahead and buy traffic from any source across Admachine based on the publisher network. Currently, there are few traffic types which is available within ad network, which we are going to take a look in a while. But before that, let me just touch a little bit regarding, like I told you just now itself, the ad exchange and their white label solution. So actually using their white label solution, you can actually go ahead and set up an advertising platform itself, meaning that you can actually gain profit from advertisers spend after they actually sign up. So you can also set up a publisher platform, allowing to register publisher and set a publisher commission. So as an advertiser and publisher network, you can actually make money with the traffic arbitrage, which means you're selling traffic with different price, or you can actually make money by setting commission on the publisher's revenue as well. So basically that's about it regarding the Admachine introduction. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Admachine. So I'm going to talk about something which is very weird. I would say weird regarding the Admachine, but let's hold on regarding that and let's go ahead and take a look at the page of the Admachine. So this is actually the home page of Admachine. So there's an introduction video over here, and they actually says that it's a performance advertising platform, over 3 million conversion delivered. So more conversion fast, up to 300% higher ROI, pop native banner video push. So these are the most popular ad formats that they have, and definitely we are looking at this one. Push over here, traffic from the most popular platform, iOS, Android, Windows, Mac OS, and all this kind of stuff. So web, mobile, and in-app or high quality traffic sources, which is from Pluspoint, Mopup, Smarty Ads, Viber, and all this kind of stuff. So 20 billion ad impression available daily from the top publisher ad network, exchange, and SSP. So when you scroll down, there's actually case studies which you can actually look at, which is pretty much a very interesting part of the Admachine itself. And they do also talk about the top performing geos. Which are the top performing geos? Publishers safe monetization, how to do that, and this is what I was talking just now, a white label solution for ad networks. So if you're on an ad network, you can actually use this white label solution. So get top performing push notification ads, and this is what we want, a new ad format with average 114% ROI. So this is what we are interested in basically. So when you scroll down further, how to start your Admachine, the most innovative program programmatic platform. So monetize, advertise, and also custom white label ad solution. So this is not what we're going to take a look at as well, because this is more to publisher. We are going to take a look at this. This is for us, advertisers. So we as a media buying company, we are taking a look at this. So they have unique traffic source, more than 200 million reach, CPC from 0.01, which is good, ROI up to 200%, live support. So we can actually go ahead and launch an ad. So basically, overall, how the platform looks like. The platform is actually very straightforward. The designs are not that much interesting for me, but personally I think I like this part where they actually have a case study for pre-sale leads, online casino, binary option, loan request. So they have a case study for different type of verticals, which is pretty much very interesting. And I think the best part regarding this website alone is this case studies. So top geos is also good. Other than that, everything looks pretty straightforward, and the website design is more like a sales pitch website rather than a ad network. That's how I feel about this website. Don't mistake me and think, hey, why this guy is always giving bad comments regarding all the ad networks. If it's good, I will tell it's pretty interesting. Like I told you, the part that which is pretty interesting in this website is this one over here, case studies, which they actually show you the case studies in front of your eyes within the first page of the website itself, since the page is only one page. So when you actually scroll down, you can actually see the case studies, which is pretty interesting and something which I really like. So once you actually go ahead and want to use the Admachine, you have to go ahead and sign up, right? So when you hit the sign up button, something very interesting caught my mind. You'll be actually led to this particular page where you have to sign up. So you have to put some email, and you have to choose whether you're an individual company or a company, and then you have to fill up some details and all this kind of stuff. But can you see this logo over here? And this is actually the Admachine's logo, and this is actually not the Admachine's logo. But if you actually click the sign up button, that is where it will lead you. It will lead you over here, and this is actually a totally different ad networks logo. This is actually the Reach Push Ad Networks logo. I don't know how they are actually related, but then this is what happens when you go ahead and hit the sign up button. You will be led to this page where it shows the symbol of Reach Push Ads. Reach Push Ads. I don't know why it happens, but that's what happens. And when you actually register already successfully, you will be led to the dashboard of the Admachine, so-called Admachine. But this is how the dashboard looks like. Can you see? Still, the logo is actually on the Reach Push Ad. I'm going to show you the Reach Push Ads website so that you can actually see whether the logo is correlated or not. So this is actually the homepage of Reach Push Ad Network. Can you see the logo over there? Can you really see? And this is what surprised me a lot with the Admachine. I don't know how they actually work. Are they correlated with Reach Push? Are they a sub company of Reach Push, or are they having any kind of agreement with Reach Push? I don't know. But then this is what's happening within this particular network. So let's go ahead and not waste time talking about that, because if you keep talking about that, you're gonna get confused and get your head blown away. So let's go ahead and talk something else. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dashboard of this particular Admachine. So the first thing there is you can actually see that we are still a rookie, because I think when you actually spend more money, you make more ads, you deposit more money, your status will increase. But now this is our status. So there's only three sections. One is campaign, reporting, and account. So when you press the account, you can actually see that we are still a rookie. Like I told you, the minimum deposit is $100. If we actually spend $500, we will become professional. If we spend $2,000, we will become king. So there's certain highlights for this particular website. So rookie is permanent, professional is only up to 3 months, and king is only up to 3 months. So when you are a rookie, you will not get traffic insights, you will not get on-demand creatives, white list, personal push ad expert, which is only available for professional and king. Fully managed campaign, which means you don't need to do anything, they will manage for you. I think basically that's what it says, right? Fully managed campaign. So if you're a king, I think you have a fully managed campaign over here, and you have a credit line as well. So as a rookie, this is what we can actually apply to, but if you're a professional, this is what you are allowed with your, but you don't get a fully managed campaign. But if you're a king, you do get a fully managed campaign. And you can see over here there's actually coming soon. So they have a rich club special, and they have a rich point, they have rich push academy, and they have custom targeting option. Can you see everything is regarding rich club, rich special, rich push, rich points? What is this? Are we in the ad machine, or are we in the rich push ad network? I'm so hell confused. Even over here, you can actually go ahead and see contact our customer success manager for more details via email. Contact hello@richpush.co. Oh my god, I am super confused now, but I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's just proceed further. This is like the weirdest review that I did because I have no idea what's happening. So the next thing is, let's go to the reporting section. When you go to the reporting section, it will lead you to this particular page where there's a lot of stuff, pixel, billing history, support, traffic insight. I don't think we will get traffic insight since we are rookie. So blog features, and you can actually see my email over here, site monetization, API bonuses. Let's take a look at each one of these. So when you go to pixel, it's usually the picture. Welcome to richpush.co. I am so confused. So you can actually go ahead and create your own pixel over here. Billing history, we have no billing history. So if you actually add any fund into your account and everything, you will have a billing history, and you do have a support over here as well. So let's go ahead and see the support is going to be rich push anyways. So yeah, so you can actually go ahead and create a new ticket. Look at this, rich ads. Crazy, man. I am going simply crazy. So let's get back and see what else is. So you can go to traffic insight, but like I told you, I don't think we do have traffic insight because we are still in a rookie account. If you are in a professional account and all this kind of stuff, you might have a traffic insight. It's rich push still. So India has like a lot of impression and all this kind of stuff. So we can see traffic insights, which is pretty great. So you can select a country and see the country's traffic insights. So this is actually a very good feature. But I don't know whether it's rich push feature or ad machines feature. God, I'm pretty confused. So you can actually see the traffic insight, which is actually something very, very interesting and very, very helpful for you. So this is actually a pretty interesting part of the ad machine. Let's just consider it's an ad machine. So let's go further and see what else is inside the ad machine. So we can go to the blog section. I don't want to go to the blog section. Definitely there's a lot of articles to help you and all this kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and see this feature request over here. So over here is more like a question. So you can actually have ad referral program. You can actually have this is like questions, and people are actually answering this question. So you can actually go ahead and see allow crypto as a payment method. Hi, allow me Bitcoin as a payment method, and all this kind of stuff. So this is where I think people talk to each other. So it looks pretty interesting, but nothing is as interesting as the traffic insight, which is pretty something which is really, really nice and really crazy, which I really like. So the next one is site, app, or monetization. I think this is more for publishers, rich partners. So yeah, it is for publishers, yeah, to monetize your traffic. So this is for publishers. So actually everything seems to be very confusing, you know. Publishers, advertisers, everything is like together. So API is usual. Like I told you, if you're a developer, you know what's API. You can actually go ahead and use the API to make your life much more easier. But if you don't have any idea what is API, you're not a developer, you don't know how to code and all this kind of stuff, forget about this stuff, guys. So let's go to the last section, which is the bonus section. So this is actually the bonus section. So if you joined any of these affiliate, so there's a promo code which is rich push, and you get 25% discount. STM, forum, BNOM, tracking device, and all this kind of stuff. So you do get a lot of discounts over here. So these are the bonuses you can actually use. Volume is there. Definitely volume will always be there because volume is the best external tracking source that you can actually use. So definitely there's there. So this promo code discount, they don't even spell the word discount properly. I don't know what is happening. Bad thing, man. This is not well maintained. I really don't like people making spelling mistakes, even though it's like small things, but then definitely you don't proofread it proves that you did not appoint anybody to go ahead and proofread your website and all this kind of stuff. I know it's a small mistake, but then it's bad. You don't make this kind of mistake in professional website. I don't know, man. They said it's Admachine and then they come and tell you it's rich push. Oh my god, this thing is totally confusing. So let's go ahead and add fund and see what type of funds that we can actually go ahead and add. So the fund for, we can actually use credit, debit card, web money, wire transfer, Paxum. So for Visa, it's the minimum is 100. Yep, the minimum is 100. For web money, the minimum is 250. For wire transfer, the minimum is 500. They already say here it should be 500. So Paxum is 100, I think. Can we use 100 for Paxum? Yes, we can use 100 for Paxum. So these are the ways that you can actually go ahead and add the fund into the Admachine. Things are pretty confusing. Highly, if you have any other options other than Admachine, I would highly ask you go ahead and use the other options. Don't use Admachine because it's pretty confusing. The dashboard is with rich push. Things are pretty much confusing. Like there's only 3 columns over here, but when you click on reporting, there's a lot of other columns coming up and all this kind of stuff. I feel that it's pretty confusing. It's not straightforward at all. So pretty bad, guys. Pretty bad in the terms of how they did website with the spelling errors and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, that's about it, guys. So let's go to the main point, that campaign, and let's start making a campaign and see how the Admachine actually perform with the campaign. So it brings you back to this section. So you can actually go ahead and make a push notification campaign. So that's what we're going to make. So there's actually only 2. One is pop, one is push. So let's go ahead and make this campaign. So this looks pretty neat. So campaign test. Destination URL is where we're going to paste our offer URL. So you can actually go ahead and paste any offer URL over here. I'm going to paste the offer URL from ClickBank just for the sample of this video. So let's go ahead. Okay, you can actually add Google Analytics tracking code, which is nice. And Marcos is actually the tokens when it comes to tracking. If you're using external tracking softwares and all this kind of stuff, so you can actually see the Marcos, which is the tokens, and also the postback URL, so you can actually click here and see it. So we're just going to name it test campaign. So test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So there's no any preview so long, so seems okay. So icon, you can actually add icon. They do have a size over here, but I don't think they are very concentrated on the size. Like I told you, they have a very good feature over here, which I was simply impressed with the way they actually made their website and all this kind of stuff. I didn't even expect them to have this feature, which is a very good feature. They have a way to crop the whole image within their software itself, so you don't need to use an external software like Canva or anything. You can just use zoom in here, zoom out here, and then crop into that particular size. So we're gonna do that. So let me just crop my picture nicely. So crop it so the icon looks pretty neat, and then you can actually go ahead and put the main picture. So main picture is something that I think they do have the cropping system over here as well. So yep, just gonna put my face. Sorry about that, guys. So there is no any preview. Is there any preview? So you can actually go ahead and press add creative. So you can make another creative if you want to. So this is the creatives, but then there's no preview, which is something which I expected from this website. It's performing very badly, guys. So yeah. So tracking type, we can actually go postback request or pixel depending on what you want. So if you have postback, global postback, you can actually use the global postback. You can even use this postback URL to paste in your external tracking software. You can hit the conversion or whatsoever. So depending on how you place it, you can have 2-3 conversion, so depending on how you use it with your tracking software. So over here it's complicated, right? Yep, I know. So country, let's just go and put Malaysia. Region targeting, wow, that's a region targeting, which is nice. That means I can actually target. Wow, this is something that I didn't expect here. So yeah, this is something which is very good. So they have the cropping, but they don't have a preview. So this is something which is a very big highlight about this particular Admachine, as well as the region and city targeting, which a lot of networks do not have. So they do have a region and city targeting, which is pretty good. I like this. And then technology targeting, what is this? So device, okay, these are the device operating system. So there's a lot of operating systems, so their targeting is actually good. The browsers, okay, browsers are good. Connection type, so there's a lot of targetings. That the targetings, they did a very good job when it comes to targeting, as well as the cropping. But they should at least put a preview here, man. I don't know why they didn't put the preview here. So you can actually scroll down. CPC, cost per lead, and the CPC gold should be somewhere around 0.01. So smart CPC, so you can actually enable smart CPC if you want. So smart CPC option optimize bid based on volume or conversion. So I think this one optimize the bids automatically, so you can either click this or you don't want to click this, depending on you how you want to run the campaign. So budget, I'm not going to create unlimited budget, so I'm just going to do $10 per day. Oh, sorry, $25 is the minimum. $25 per day. You can actually schedule your campaign, or you can run your campaign immediately. New subscriber only, so we recommend to enable this option to all new campaigns. Turn it off to increase traffic. So if you are the new subscriber only feature, target users subscribed to push notification 1 to 7 days ago, is more expensive than average volume, but the CTR and conversion rate are higher. Wow. So these are something that they are doing for a new beginner who's actually using the platform, which is very good. So if you are actually using the platform within 1 to 7 days, you can actually enable this, where you can actually get a higher CTR. That's what they say. You can actually get a higher CTR and conversion rate, but the traffic is a little bit expensive and the volume is lower, but your CTR would be higher and your conversion rate would be higher as well. So if you are, I think after this 7 days you can't use this, and if you want high volume traffic, I think you have to turn this off as well. So this is something very interesting. This is actually something very good. So they do have a lot of good features when it comes to building the campaign, even though their website looks like crap, but they do have certain good features. Subscriber release, this normal impression cap, you can actually enable or disable how many impression cap you want. This is good enough. This is like the frequency and capping. That's what we say as impression cap as well. How many people actually see your ad per day? So you can actually set this amount. So click caps, how many people actually, how many clicks you can get per day, which is pretty interesting. So they do have a lot of features. So let's see the advanced settings first before we create our campaign. So carrier targeting, they do have a carrier targeting over here, which is great. So when it comes to their targeting, they're actually very good. So they do have a lot of language over here as well, language targeting. Timetable, what's timetable? Note that time must be set according to UTC time. So you can actually set a time this ad is actually running. So that's what they call this timetable. Automated rule. So what is actually an automated rule? So you can actually create a rule for your particular campaign, for example, or you can pause your campaign, or you can change your daily budget campaign when you achieve certain conversion, or you achieve certain clicks, or you in a certain time of the day. Or this is actually nice. This is actually a nice feature that they have as well. So you no need to go ahead and monitor the campaign all the time. You can actually set an automated rule. So for example, after 3 days, if your conversion is less, kill the campaign. For after 3 days, if your conversion is good, increase the campaign budget. If your 3 days after your campaign is blah blah blah, you can do this. All this kind of stuff is actually very interesting. So automated rule is very interesting. The budget type, evenly or fast, this is normal, common. So you can add white list or black list as well. So you can add IP whitelist and blacklist as well. So you can actually go ahead and hit the create button and your campaign will be created. And there's a note over here. Your campaign will approve after 6 a.m. UTC. Oh, that's pretty nice. So this is always, I think they have a fixed time. Every single day, your campaign will only be approved after 6 a.m. UTC. I think this is what's happened always. So they do have these kind of strict rules. This is actually pretty interesting. I did not like the overall build of this particular ad machine at all, especially when they confuse me a lot with the rich push as well as the ad machine, and then everything seems to be a little bit complicated over here. But then when it comes to the ad creation, they do have a lot of good features. For example, they do have a micro cropping within the software itself, so you don't need to use an external software like Canva or Photoshop, which makes lives much more easier. And when it comes to targeting, they do have region and city targeting, and they have like a lot of good targeting system. Especially I like this one over here, target carrier, target browser language, timetable, and all this kind of stuff. And also I like this part where they actually give a privilege for new subscribers 1 to 7 days. You can actually get more CTR and more conversion rate, which means this is actually something which they help newbies. So if as a new beginner, you definitely want to see higher CTR, you want to see a higher conversion rate. So by doing this and they helping you, I think they encourage a lot of newbies, or they encourage a lot of beginners to join their network, which is a very, very good and interesting features. This is something that a lot of networks should actually go ahead and adopt. Don't adopt the bad side of Admachine, but this is a good side of Admachine that they should definitely go ahead and adopt. I also like they have clicks cap, which is also interesting, and they do have this automated rule, which is pretty much interesting as well. So they do have a lot of features within their creation of campaign, which is pretty outstanding, I would say. Yeah, I would use the word, especially when it comes to automated rules and the new subscriber only. These are the features that I never seen in a lot of push networks. Even though they are targeting, a certain push network has this kind of targeting, as well as the micro editor within the software itself. A lot of push network has this, but this is something that I've never seen in any push network, as well as the automated rules, which is pretty nice and pretty interesting. I think this is where they actually stood up against their competitors. They actually make a better campaign, even though their website looks like crap. I have no idea until now how I'm going to explain the rich push as well as the ad machine. How does all this work? I have no single idea. And the one bad features that they have within their campaign edition is that they don't have a preview, which is very bad. And I think that's like a big downfall regarding their campaign editor. Even though they did so much of good work within their campaign, they did not put a preview, which is I feel that it's very bad. So basically that's about it in today's video, guys. I know today's video might be a little bit confusing for you, because it was even for me. I find this video to be super confusing, but there's a lot of good stuff within the ad machine that you can actually go ahead and adopt, especially in their campaign creation. So definitely, if you want to go ahead and try ad machine, go ahead and try this. Use the knowledge that you have actually gained from today's video and try to make a good campaign. But if you have other option rather than choosing the ad machine, I would highly suggest you to go for different option. So I will not recommend ad machine for beginners, even though they have good features for beginners. It's actually a little bit complicated. Actually they are actually very complicated, and they do have a lot of things that might confuse beginners especially. So make sure if you have other options, go ahead and try other options. If you're already an advanced affiliate marketer or an advanced media buyer, and then you want to, hey, I like the features, I want to go ahead and test, then definitely go ahead and test. There's no harm in that. Everything looks pretty neat as well. So that's about it in today's video, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. But before I go,
allow me to introduce the Dice University Forum. Whether you are trying to make your first conversion on ClickBank or scale your campaigns to 6 figures, the Dice University Forum offers you exactly what you need, like high-quality landing page templates, detailed case studies, and exclusive discounts. The forum has no outdated information. All resources inside are from campaigns that are running right now. Do you want to learn from super affiliates? Check the link in the description and sign up today.